by.
All right, Newcastle and Hunter Rugby League Grand Final time, boys. A little bit keen.
Very, yeah, it's been a long year for them.
Be a big crowd, mate.
Yeah, mate. $5 tickets, mate. So I think that's a great initiative, first of all, by Newcastle Hunter Rugby League. Get plenty more people there. We were talking about it off air, obviously. Mate, I think at the end of the day, people will spend a few more dollars on beers. Don't be tight, spend your money on beers.
Yeah, we'll entice a few to get to the game as well. Yeah, exciting for the local people.
Exactly right, mate. So a big shout out, first of all, to the clubs that have provided us with some jerseys today. Longy repping the university B grade colours, mate.
Yeah. Seahorses.
You're a very studious student, I like that. So you really spend a lot of time at the university.
Been a long time. Yeah.
Mate, what were you doing over there? Lurking for girls back in your younger days?
That would have been the only thing.
Yeah, love it. Nice. J-Lo representing the Windale Eagles, mate. C grade Grand Finals up against East Maitland, so that'll be exciting as well. And appropriately, I've got the Aberglassyln Ants, who are in the Ladies League tag. So yeah, I don't think you're allowed near the Ladies League tag.
No.
And you probably shouldn't be after
I'm staying
how
away
potent
from
you
that.
are. Yeah, exactly right. So big game, a big day of action. This weekend, but we might have a quick run back through last week's results. The first of the Grand Finals last week. We had the D grade Northern Division and Gloucester, undefeated coming into the Grand Final. Absolutely hammered. 42-16 when as Patterson River ran out. So well done to Patterson River. Bit of a surprise there.
Yeah, I think I tipped Gloucester from memory. I think
everyone
just
tipped Gloucester.
Yeah.
I think Carl might have tipped Patterson in the upset.
I think Patterson tipped Gloucester, but
Even they didn't know. Yeah. Mate, so that was very surprising. Not only the fact that they lost, but the margin of victory as well. So well done to Patterson River. Undoubtedly, they're still celebrating up there at the showground.
Yeah, I think I saw on Facebook the other day the trophy's sitting on the shelf at the local pub there. So.
It would have done a roaring trade on Saturday night. I would have thought the local there. So speaking of locals that would have done a roaring trade, the D grade South had been through some tough times. Aberglassyln leading into this one with some little no-hopers burning down their sheds. But banded together the town, and Aberglassyln Western Hawks, the D grade South premiers of 2018, defeating Cardiff 18-6. So great to see the Hawkies there getting a win.
Yeah, good result for them. They've been through a bit in the last couple of weeks, so it's good to see them pull together and get through.
Mate, they had a tough start to the season. They started out in C grade. They got a couple of hidings. I went out and saw Aberglassyln and give them a bit of a touch up, but mate, great to see. And just a little mention, I think it's Jim Abbott and his son. Now Jim's well into his 50s, both running around still for Aberglassyln, and both started on the weekend, I understand. So not often you see a father-son win a grand final in, I was going to say in senior footy, well, you'd be more surprised if you saw it in junior footy. That'd be a shame to have a special. But yeah, so congratulations to the boys out at Aberglassyln. After that, you obviously had the prelim finals. So start off with C grade and a Windale side. Windale fought off a very valiant effort from Morisset, who finished 5th on the ladder and have done pretty well to get through. But Windale 22-18 winners, and I did catch up with the boys in collecting the jersey last night, and Scott Salter was regaling me with a story about how he made a cover defence tackle. I believe he described it as Scott Sattler-esque on Todd Burns. So, mate, very, very close name, Scott Salter, Scott Sattler. So good to see he's channeling that, mate. And I completely believe 100% truth in that story. I didn't need to fact check that with anyone. And he tells me he's going to get on the score sheet again this weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. And we'll get on to the grand finals in a sec for C grade. B grade, mate. Nice little local derby, the jersey you're wearing. They took it out in extra time. University 18-12 winners over Wallsend Maryland.
Yeah.
So, mate, that would have been an absolute cracker going to extra time. Probably the youth of University showed through. Wallsend Maryland got Longy running around. I think they said he played 200 games, but mate, I can remember him play. He was playing probably when you were about 10 or 12.
Yeah. He's been around for a while, been around traps. It still goes good.
Still does go well, mate, and and to think too, like most of those games, they've either been in A or B grade most years, and
they've been pretty consistent.
And I think he's played nearly every position on the field too at some point. Or he was playing in the forwards at one point. He's playing in the halves this year. He's a pretty handy footballer. So hopefully we'll see him go around next year, and hopefully Wallsend Maryland can go a little bit deeper. But University, big improvers after a very slow start to the season. Yeah,
there's been a couple of mixed results for them throughout the year.
And they've been letting us know too as they've improved.
The form started to go up when they started abusing us.
Yeah, well, mate, I met the man behind the magic, Sean Johnson, officially for the first time. Well, I say the first time. When I met him last night, I actually realised I've known him for years. I just didn't know that's what his name was. So it was good to have a chat with him last night. We were talking all things footy over there at the Knowledge Coliseum, University number 1. So good to see the uni boys very primed for this weekend. And A grade, most of you boys got this one right. I got this one well and truly wrong. The Stockton Sharks 16 defeated Dora Creek 12 in what I'm told was a absolute belter of an encounter, and much lower scoring than a lot of people were predicting. Stockton have made an art form of getting plenty of points this year, but I suppose it doesn't matter how you get it done. And now they'll head on into the big dance.
Yeah, it should be a close game for them this week too.
Yeah, it should be an absolute cracker. A fairly experienced side that they come up against. So looking at that, the Newcastle and Hunter Rugby League Grand Final day, as we said, Saturday, number 1 Sportsground. Great to see number 1 Sportsground. I mean,
yeah, I love it.
Mate, we grew up with the Newcastle Rugby League Grand Final being there, and they've moved on to bigger and better things now. And mate, it just has that atmosphere. I know it's not the traditional rugby league ground, but there's something about it. And geez, there's no better feeling, even when we were running around refereeing, there's no better feeling than at the end of first grade jumping that fence and going and just getting involved in some sort of rowdy celebrations.
Well, by then you've been a bit rowdy on the other side, why not take it out the middle?
Yeah, well, I do remember an incident where, someone, I'm not sure who, may or may not have, borrowed for a short-term micro-bitch jacket, but, I'm not going to mention any names, but, you and I know what happened, but we'll leave it at that. So footy kicks off 9:30, as we said, $5 tickets. Gates are open from 8 a.m. if you want to get in early. I don't know what time the bar's open from. I don't know if...
8:05.
I'm sure Dave Wild will be having one at about 8 o'clock just to kick it off and get it started, mate. You'll be there at about 8 o'clock, I reckon.
You're sleeping there.
Yeah. You can come straight over from
Broadmeadow.
Argyle House. You're old stuff. Are you too old for that joint yet?
No. Yeah, probably.
Mate, there's no age limit. Don't you remember that bloke that we went there with that time?
Mousy.
Yeah, exactly. The great mouse. So anyway, first game is the Ladies B grade Ladies League tag between Mallabula and Swansea. Two opposite ends of the competition in terms of geography.
Yeah, I haven't watched much of the Ladies League tag this year. Yeah.
Well, you're just going to take a punt, mate.
I think I'm still excluded, but
50-metre radius, so you might have to wait till 12.
The Buller, I think they'll probably get up in this one. Probably be pretty close affair, I think.
Well, who are you going for, J-Lo?
I'm going to stick with the Lake Macquarie girls. Swansea to get it done, mate.
Swansea by how much, mate?
6.
Swansea by 6. Our great man up in the north, Carl, he's been on fire with his tips lately. He's tipped Buller by 4. I'm going to go the Lake Macquarie connection to the mighty Swansea Swans. I'm going to go them to win by 10. Next up, an absolute cracker. Now, mate, Shane Tapper, who is an absolute, he's the mayor of Aberglassyln, the Aberglassyln Adonis. He tells me that this one will be the match of the day. Again, like yourself, I don't think he's allowed within a 50-metre radius. University host Aberglassyln, 10:45 kick-off in the Ladies A-grade league tag. Aberglassyln have lost one game in their history, and that was a fortnight ago to University. So there's no love lost. These guys, I think, may have come up against each other last year in the grand final as well. Unlike the B grade grand final from last year, which hopefully the B grade this year doesn't end in such controversial circumstances as Carter from Westie last year. So
play to the whistle.
But Uni and Aberglassyln, promises to be an absolute cracker. He tells me that actually, even though it's tag, it will get a little bit physical. So something there for the purists.
Yeah. I like Aberglassyln in this one. I think, again, it will be close, within 6 points, I think. But, yeah, Aberglassyln for the win.
Yes.
I'm going to stick with Uni as the first part of the double for the day, mate, by 10.
Yeah, you're on fire. You're tipping against your jersey, mate. You versus me. Mate, you're in 2 grand finals this weekend. You're on fire. Mate, I'm going to go the Ants. If I don't tap them, may not speak to me anymore. So I'm going to go the Aberglassyln Ants to win 14-4. Next up, we move into the contact stuff, the big boys, the men's C grade. East Maitland Griffins host Windale, 12 o'clock kickoff. Should be, I hope it's not as warm as today. Mate, I don't know how those boys will go in 30-degree kickoffs. East Maitland very strong through the spine. Mate, our man Tapper has tipped East Maitland by 40.
By 40, has he?
Yeah, so he reckons they're absolute certainties. Windale will be sweating on the fitness of Matty Garrick. He's a huge difference for them at half. He got through about 50 minutes last week, which is just enough to get the job done. I understand that he hasn't trained too much this week. His hip's still giving him a bit of grief, so might be catching up with old Dr. Halpin for a bit of a painkiller before the game to get him out there, hopefully for their sake and for the game's sake. Matty can get out there. Mate, I'll let you start this one off.
I am going to stick with Windale, mate. I think they'll get it done, but I reckon it'll be by 3 points.
3 points?
Yeah, they'll kick a field goal just before half time, I reckon.
Right, okay, no worries at all. That's very obscure. I'm going to go with the Windale boys. I promised them I'd tip them last night when I caught up with them. Windale to win by 4 with a Scott Salter runaway try. When I say runaway for Scotty, it'll probably be about 11 metres.
That's a runaway.
Mate, that's a long way for him. He may not recover from that. So I did promise him too that if they do get up, I'm going to get to him for an interview. He told me he'd be out of breath, and I said it'd be the most intelligent thing we'd get out of him. So, yeah, love Scotty, mate. He's good value.
Yeah. I like East Maitland in this one. I think they've been pretty consistent throughout the year. I reckon by 10 they'll get the job done.
Right, and Carl's gone Windale by 1 with Matt Garrick to kick the field goal, mate. Everyone loves the gecko. I don't know how he's going to go with that hip. Mate, you got him kicking the field goal as well before half time, or someone else?
Nah, someone else.
Bucko maybe at fullback, he might slot in there. One of the other old stages.
Replacement front rower.
Scott Salter maybe, mate. He fancies himself as a 7. You'd have to sew 2 7-jumpers together, get him around those big guns. The next one, mate, see plenty of experience in this one. J-Lo, Woodberry hosts University. Woodberry have got a side lined with former Newcastle first grade and well-experienced stars, the likes of Willie Palayo, Alfred Whaleboat, Kevy Picton. While they might have got on in years, they've still got the nous there, and obviously the Forrest brothers as well. There's plenty of experience there. Who do you like in this one, the older Woodberry side against the young guns of Uni?
Yeah, I can't go past Uni in this one, mate. I'm going to stick with the double. I think they're going to get the double done this weekend, and I think they're up to about 9 wins in a row, mate. I think they'll do it by 8.
Uni by 8 to get the 10th in a row. Mate, Carl's gone Woodberry by 13. He's pretty confident experience will get him across the line. I'll be very intrigued with this one. I think it's going to come down to discipline. I understand last time the two sides played, a couple of the boys from Woodberry, shorter fuses as they got a bit out of puff, might have come into play. And you and I know from having refereed a few of those boys, they can be subject to that, I guess. I mean, when they're on, they're on.
Yeah.
But if things don't quite go their way, and if they're a man short, the youth of Uni will be too strong. So I'm going to go Uni to win this one by 2. I think it'll be an absolute belter.
Yeah. Well, pre-show I did mention Woodberry I like, but given the youth of the Uni and their run of 9 in a row, if they get through, I think they might pull through this one. This will be very close as well. A lot closer than I think most of us think.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, as I said, I like Uni to get it done, and look for Big Benny Remington for man of the match in this one. I think he'll have a job cut out for him with a physical Woodberry side. But the big one, mate, the men's A-grade grand final. Shortland find themselves in the big dance for the 3rd year in a row. Yeah. They've been bridesmaids twice. They've had the week off. They come up against a Stockton side. Now, Stockton, we know, they've got plenty of points in them. They're a big physical side with the Tupou boys and big Desi Bauer as well. Again, probably similar to the likes of Woodberry in that, discipline can be an issue for them. If they can keep their heads on, then, they'll certainly be right in it, and, they're minor premiers for a reason. Shortland, on the other hand, mate, they've got 2 ex-NRL players, a couple of ex-Newcastle Rugby League, or 3 Newcastle Rugby League first graders. So, I mean, you've got Chad Redmond and Tamana Tahu, you've got Chris Marlborough, Matt Redmond, Deeren Pearson. Mate, they compete definitely in the reserve grade, if not the first grade competition, with the lineup that they've got. There's a couple other names there as well. They're a very experienced side. It's just about getting everyone to gel on the day.
Yeah, that's it. I think it will come down to Shortland. I like them in this one. Stockton have been good all year, but I think Shortland will have the experience there to get through.
Lovely, mates. And J-Lo, how do you like this
Probably
one?
haven't really got on the Shortland bandwagon during the year, but I think they're going to
You were still cheering for Belmont South last week and they weren't even playing.
Yeah, I would have tipped Belmont if they made
Loves
it.
Kate Snowden.
I think Shortland will get it done, mate, and I think this could be the match of the day, and I think they'll get it done by 2.
Mate, I'm going to go Shortland as well. I think this one might be plenty of points. Both sides like to throw the ball around. Look for the experience of Pearson to tell with a bit of support from Tahu, just taking the ball to the line. He's got a lot of time when he goes to the line. And the goal kicking of Chris Marlborough versus the goal kicking of Warren Towers might be a little bit of difference as well. Warren is a good goal kicker. Chris is a very good goal kicker. So I'm going to go Shorty to win by 4. Maybe looking at about 36-32. I think there'll be plenty of tries for the crowd. Now, I'm going to quote Carl here, and you can see the quote on the run sheet. He says, Shorty to choke again, Stocko. So he's got Stocko by 7, and I think he's going Warren Towers to kick the field goal to get him in front there by a winning margin. So, as we said, there's plenty on down there. It's a big day, $5 entry. It's well worth the price of admission. Look, I'll guarantee you'll get at least 3 out of the 5 will be crackers. I wouldn't be surprised if all 5 of them are absolute belters and there's not much separating them. Make your way down, whether it's the whole day, part of the day. Get in on plenty of the sponsor products, Tuies. I know you will be if you can get down there, mate. You hated Tui's. There's plenty of stuff there for the kids as well. Jumping castle, face painting, all that sort of stuff. Mal Graham and number one supporter of Stockton Sharks, Garth Brennan, will be down, the Gold Coast Titans coach. That'll be great to see. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few other names float around. There's plenty of guys who support a few of these sides that are bigger names, so it'd be great to see. And absolute crack of a day. You obviously won't be there.
No, mate.
No, you've got other commitments apparently.
We're slightly there.
Yeah, that's all right. Maybe leave your yellow cards over at number one.
Yeah.
We've given them all out.
Yeah, exactly right. But thanks, boys, for joining us. Thanks again. Big shout out to and good luck to Uni, Aberglassyln, and Windale. I did promise Tap to, I would mention, he's loaned us the Mark Hughes Foundation charity jerseys they did this year. They raised $4,500 during the year, which is a great effort for the second division club for a really good cause. But
did he save on strapping that week?
Mate, that would have been his strapping bill for the year. So but anyway, and he's promised me he's going to go around again next year, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. But good luck to all 10 teams, 9 clubs involved in the day. Promise to be an absolute belter. I'll be looking to get down there, and I'll be doing some content for the shows as well. So we'll have some little snippets next week. Hopefully your side can get up and enjoy a few ales on the hill in a very social environment. Thanks, boys.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.